So there we go live. Hi everyone, I welcome you all to Layer 5's weekly websites meeting. Today is another Monday, and so that means we'll be talking about all the work that you all have been doing on sites. So if you have any items that would be issues or pull requests that you're working on, if you have any enhancements in mind, or if it's something on UI UX, you can drop the all deleted agenda items in this meeting minutes. So uh, I have already shared this couple of times in the chat, but I'll be once again doing just in case some of you have just joined. I also encourage you all to go ahead and write your name in the attendees. So we will be first starting from this site, that is Layer 5 IO site. I'll be dropping its link as well in chat in case you want to check it out. We will make sure that all the presenters like who have items are on the call. So I'll be taking a look at the participant list who if there's anyone we are missing. Looks like we're missing Vidit from the meeting. So Nishant, do you mind tagging Vidit? So, if he has time, he can join, then we can discuss his update.
Okay, sir, I will be doing it.
Thank you, Nishant. So let's give you 1 minute while you're doing that, because the first item is from you only, Nishant.
So can I present whatever the pull request I'm having?
Yeah, please go ahead. And also, like, just a future request that whenever you add pull request, please make sure that you attach the link so that it's easier for other folks to take a look. For now, I'll be including the link. Yeah, please go ahead, share your screen and walk us through the update.
Okay, sir. So I have added one pull request regarding the app bar component. So the app bar section, the last time when I presented it during this meet, I was given few advices that I have to. First, what I have to do is that I have to reduce whatever styling that I'm applying in the components. So I have reduced all the styling. Second thing that I was given was that this code section, it was having too much content, and because of that, the newcomers they most probably will not be able to understand it. So I've tried as much as I can to reduce the content, and but still in most of the parts there is content, because I cannot reduce content less than this, because this part will be there, otherwise the code won't run. So in most of the things I have implemented the things that I was asked. App bar section is nearly done, and talking about the second pull request that I'm having, it is regarding the drawer component. So in this too, I was asked to reduce the excessive styling. So for that, last time what was happening was there was too much color present in this specific part. So I've removed that. Also, I have removed all sort of styling that was present, and I have made sure that anyone who copies the code is going to just copy the whole part, and no styling will be present. And same applies to the code part. I have tried to reduce it as much as I can. So in this open draw section, and when you go to the code, it is not having the yes, exactly. Last time was asked that it should not have the assistant provider that is present in the layer 5. So I've removed that too. But all these things that is going to all these things are still present, because I need to structure it too. For that, I have added few styles. So that's from my side. Any more suggestions regarding the
A couple of
uh,
So this is really great, Nishant. Like couple of folks on call, and I also remember you presenting this, I guess a week or two back, and then you are coming again, incorporating all the feedback that you were suggested. So this is really great. Couple of basic things. So first of all would be whether or not you are making sure that the tables and whatever you have in place, they are responsive in smaller screen. because recently we were having a couple of issues from when we were accepting pull requests from contributors that was not being accounted for. So I'm hopeful that you've already taken that into consideration. So, and the second thing would be, yeah, so we will not be wanting to point contributors or anyone who wants to use these components to a page that says 404. So we would be better if we just remove that hyperlink if there's no page for that, or if there is, then we'd want to make sure that it is not broken. So whether or not it's responsive, and second thing, in the dark mode, it should be theme friendly. So these two things, are the most basic things that should be accounted for. So I'm hopeful that you've already, considered this, right?
Yes, sir, I have done.
For the third request, and that is, you were not, able to reduce that much. I mean, reduce that further. So for that, have you contacted Shudhanshu or Ankita? Whether or not you have
Sir,
asked for their
I
feedback?
haven't contacted them, but after this meeting, I will be contacting them and asking them what to do next.
Yeah. So it's possible that they will have something in mind that you probably can use where you are having your course. This is really great.
Okay.
So you demonstrated two components. One was drawer and another one was app bar, right?
App bar section. Yes, sir.
And I see others on the
And
call
sir,
like,
uh, sir, I have one more request. I also raised a PR regarding the avatar component. So for that, last time I was asked that I have to render icons like layer 5 icons as the avatar, but I was not given the assets. So can you please provide me the assets? After that, I have to improve the things in the avatar PRs too.
okay, if you once can, okay, so as I think, as I am able to understand it, you're looking for layer 5's logo, right? The 5 logo.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Most
understood.
probably like last
Mascot,
time
yeah.
Sudhanshu sir and you were discussing something. So
Understood.
mascot, yes. Mascot.
Mhm. Yeah, I will get you the mascot, just the head part. I'll make sure that I do today.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay,
So I
sir.
was just asking, there are others on the call, like Vidit and Kaf, who also have been working in this, particular area. They have been making other documentation for many other system components. So if I can ask for Vidit and Kaf's, review, you can take a look at the pull request, and if you have any suggestions, you can sound off.
Yeah, sure.
So, one thing which I would like to mention is over to the side menu section where it is written drawer. So, if you look
Okay.
into it, there can be multiple sub menus uh, for a user to come and see if what are the things which I can get from the documentation. So that would be that is something that it should be over there because we have multiple subsection into it. So I think that it should be considered adding that. Apart
So,
from
okay,
it,
so you want me to add like instead of writing drawers, I should write temporary drawers or mini variant drawers like this.
yeah, the drawer can be there, but you should be having all that, the mini variant drawer and all those jazz, all the subheadings over there. I'm not talking about anything further, just only the subheadings, nothing more than that.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
I will be incorporating this thing because I think it is a good addition. Thank you.
Um,
Thank you, Kaf. Will, by any chance, do you have any feedback or thoughts?
For now, I think I don't have. I will be review the PR and
That would work fantastic. So thank you, Nishant, for your updates. Do you have anything else to share, or these were two great updates coming from you?
See, these are the only two updates that are coming from my side.
Thanks a lot. So also make sure that you drop your PR's link in chat for others to take a look and for as inspiration for those who want to contribute into systems. So thanks a lot, Nishant. Next up, we will have Taran's update on increasing size of canvas icon. I guess we missed discussing this particular update on last site's call, so we will be discussing this right now. Taran, can you please go next?
Sure, sir. I make the PR for to make I made the PR for to make the
Let me
canvas
quickly,
logo.
Taran, let me quickly confirm from others. Are you all able to see Taran's screen? Because I'm not. I think there's some bandwidth issues. If Nishant or any can,
No,
anyone.
the screen
No, it
is
was not
not visible,
visible.
I guess. Yeah.
Taran, you may want to start resharing, so you can stop and then you can start again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's
Sir,
fine
is
now. Yeah. Yep.
I made the PR for to increase the size of canvas icon. This is the PR for it. I just increase the width and the positions of the icon so it make larger and look clear in all the screen size. I tested it on different screen sizes and it look larger.
Yeah, Taran, so if you switch back to the deploy preview link that you were showing.
So once again, so I can't understand you what you do.
If you could switch to the deploy preview. So I think you have once shared this screenshot with in one of the thread where Lee said that it would be nice if we could reduce the size by 10%. So is this after that you have accounted for that 10% reduction, or does it need to be reduced a little?
Yes, sir.
So I guess you already have reduced the size by 10%.
Yes, sir, I reduced to 10% of it.
If you stay on that page, the deploy preview one. Yeah, so the last time that I was taking a look, when I was switching between various screen widths, it was disappearing. It was, getting out of the view to the right. So once if you toggle your developer console and switch to the responsive view, Taran.
Yes, sir.
And also Nishant, like this is something that you've also been working on. So I think you have some PR that builds on top of this, or you were fixing some bug, right, on the responsiveness part.
Yes, sir, I was doing it.
Did you take a
I
look
was
at this PR?
fixing. Sir, I did, sir. I did. I even reviewed the code and I even asked him to change few things regarding changing the logo in a different manner. Uh,
Mhm. If you keep, I mean, if you can keep decreasing it and increasing it, Taran, so that would be helpful. You simply can use
Yes.
that slider instead of putting that manually.
So,
Yeah, so you see that the icon is getting out of view to the left.
yes, sir.
That needs to be fixed.
Yes, sir, I will be fix that, sir.
Or there could be one thing, and that is since this issue, the ask from you was to make this larger, and Nishant is also working on making it responsive. It would be possible that you two can collaborate and get this fixed together. So just so that you are both on same page, and that way it would not need individual efforts from both of you separately. So what's your thoughts on this,
Sure,
Nishant and Taran?
sure, sir.
Thanks a
yes, sir,
lot.
I can do it along with her.
That's really great. And whatever communications you do, make sure that you do that through public Slack channels. So if others have any thoughts or suggestions, they can also chime in. So it's always talk in public places. So others are also aware of your efforts and contributions you are doing. So just something that to keep in mind.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And let's wait for a couple of seconds from anyone. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, we can take them. If not, we will be moving on to the next item. Sure. So now you can go to the full window, Taran. Thanks a lot for making sure that it's done. I will now share my screen once again. All right, so then, and yep, I'll be dropping this link, in chat just in case any one of you would want to take a look. So there you go in chat. And the next item would be from Saurabh. So, Saurabh, do you mind going next and giving your update on the responsiveness? I guess it has something to do with the row wrapper we were talking about.
Yes, sir. So in my previous PR, I was asked to fix this issue. So, and also I was asked to avoid the overwrapping of using flex wrap. So in my new PR, I have fixed that issue that was asked to fix. But also I have used row component for fixing this issue.
Yes, so I'll just quickly give context to everyone. So all of you who have been working on this site, you may be familiar with the reusable components that we have, and one of them is this one, layout. And in layout we have row. So it has some of the stylings defined, and it is there. So now this row is being used on multiple sections on the site. The internship is one example. Then also on brand guide, I'll be quickly taking you there too. I think I simply can just look for that URL. Yeah, so this one again is wrapped in row, and there are any number of such places where the row is being used, and they were all having running into some responsiveness issues. And so instead of us adding the the flex wrap in all those individual places, the feedback given to Saurabh was to have that at one place so that now we are consistent and we also don't repeat ourselves. And it looks like it works. So thanks a lot, Saurabh.
There is some page like this that it is not flex wrapping properly, like not using
So maybe
the flex wrap properly.
So maybe, yeah, so you're correct. And the reason for that could be that we also have defined individuals also in order to fixing it temporarily in different parts where row is being used. In some of the places, it's been hard coded into that particular component. So that may be overriding it. So wherever it's not being applied,
Yes.
if you could take a look at that, why it's not. As far as I can see, it looks like it's fixed in this particular place. And then also we took a look at the company/brand. It's also fixed there. So if you could take a look at those places, Nishan, Saurabh,
Yes, sir.
and you were also asking how you can verify this behavior. So you just simply need to look into this deploy preview. It would act as your source of truth. Does that make sense?
I was asked. Sorry, I was asked to go to all the pages and see if there is no side effect of use of this row component.
Yeah.
So
So the places where the row
the
is being used. Mhm.
the main question was how can I see those side effects, because
Um,
we are using row component in many components.
yep. So I think you would look for the import in different files. So you can open it in editor and you can look for wherever it's being imported. If that's not too much of a trouble for you, Saurabh.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So for example, let me know like if you need any help, sound off into the thread, and we'll make sure that we work on it together, Saurabh.
Sure, sir.
Thanks a lot. And also like Saurabh, if you don't mind taking a look, we have a couple of redundant PR on the same issue. So they have all been doing this, and that is they have been individually placing this style into that particular component. But since your is the one who it's doing the work for all of them, we can go ahead by closing them. So one of them, if I can remember, so I think this is the one. Color boxes are being cut off. Let's take a look at the changes. Yeah, so you see, this inline styling, I don't think this is recommended, and it's a good way to, be fixing this issue
Yes.
because yeah. So do you mind going to these PRs and, giving them this, you know, counsel that, it would be better if they take a look at your PR and they, close theirs?
I will do, and I will try. I will try.
Thanks a lot for pushing on this. So yeah, I think I've already shared this pull request of Saurav in the chat. Yep, I have. So thank you for your update, Saurav.
Thank you.
Next up, we have CAF. So CAF, do you mind sharing your update on system backdrop component?
Yeah. 1 minute. Please confirm if my screen is visible to you.
Yeah, it perfectly is.
Okay. Okay, so the one that is been mentioned in the agenda section was the system backdrop component.
Just
And
to make sure, CAF, that you're sharing your Slack, so maybe you can switch to your other window.
okay. 1 minute. I'm sharing this. I will share it again. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. So this is the PR which has been open for a while. So let me share that in the meeting, I guess. Okay. Okay. So here is the deployment preview of the backdrop section. Let me walk through the things that has been there in the backdrop. The backdrop component is nothing but a kind of a dim light that appears up while you have any loading or anything that shows up to you. So this is a kind of a backdrop. So here I have actually added some of the basic details about the backdrop section and why it is actually used, and what are the things like what's the purpose of using this. So here the how to use section, over to the backdrop section, we have a couple of props over there. I have added a detailed table of the props that we can pass through, and I added a like very simple and short description about it. If you open the drawers up, then it will be true, like it will be shown from the initial stages, and it will not be closed. And the children, the content of the component, and the classes would be like the object that you can pass, and the classes would be nothing but the object. So this is the type of the props, and here is a short description of those. So here is like this is the simple overview of it. Back to the guidance part, here I have discussed about the function, the modal backdrop. What it actually do is the labeling sort of thing, and the responsiveness design, how we can use some sort of typical theoretical documentation. And here is the simple example of it. So I've added only one backdrop example, which is kind of sufficient, and here is the code for it. I have added some sort of states that is being used in comments. If anyone wanted to use this code example, then they can go through the if they copy paste simple, they can just get this comment out, like commented states over there, and they can test out if this is working in their machine or not. And this is simple, just a backdrop component with a loader over here. And this is what we have in the MUI as well, the material UI examples. So this is all about the backdrop component, and this is something which I wanted to share. So that's it from my side. I would appreciate if someone uh, give a feedback on it. Yeah.
Yeah, so great update coming from you, CAF. We will be waiting for a couple of seconds if anyone has any feedback.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like no one has no feedback, and that means it's good to go. So once again, thank you for your contribution.
Okay. Okay. Yes. The PR is open. You can just go and look into it. I will share that in the chat. Most probably you can look into it. Okay, one more thing I would like to share is Vishal from US. This PR which I raised. So the PR is about the system driver component. I actually have added a lot of things, and Nishant have shared a lot of like great feedbacks into it, and I have considered that adding all those things over here, and I have actually done a lot of changes into it. I would urge you, Vishal, if you can get into the like the deployment preview and get into the PR, and you can suggest if anything more or anything which seems to be missing over here that should be added. I would consider that as well. So I would appreciate if you could look into it. Like I do think like Shudhanshu have gone through it, but I'm not sure if uh, he reviewed this one. I asked
Yeah.
him as well in the previous website call. So
Mhm.
I would urge you, if it's possible, you can
Yeah,
do the
sure,
same
sure.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We don't.
And one more thing. Yeah, please complete.
I just wanted to add this note that, yeah, we ideally wouldn't want to all the changes and contributions that you're doing to go stale. So I will, take it on priority, and we'll ensure that all the folks who are, maintainers in this particular area, they take a look at it and get it merged.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And this is the issue that I would like to work on. So I have commented on it, and I also shared that in the chat. I would urge you, if it's possible, I can get assigned to it. It's a CSS
Yes, sir.
baseline component.
There you go. There you go in chat, Kath.
Yeah,
If you
thanks a
could take
lot.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Vishal. So,
Anything else, Kath?
oh, no, not yet. So that was it from my side.
So thanks a lot for sharing your updates. And since you've also pretty much comfortable into the site and you're making changes, I would also request if you could take a look at the other pull request that is there. So currently, basically, we are on lookout for folks who can maintain this particular site. So it's possible that I mean, the goal for us and for us to be, for anyone who is constantly joining sites call, is to one of them being leading this site. So it would be nice if you were the one, Kath, or anyone on the call. So hopefully, if you participate in reviewing some pull request and help speeding that process of getting it merged, that would be helpful.
Yeah, I would appreciate it if I could lead this one.
Mhm. So thank you for your updates, Kath. Next up, looks like we have Vidit's updates. So Vidit, you're up next.
Yeah, sure. Let me share a link for this. It is visible.
Yes, Vidit.
Yeah. So I have two PRs. First one is regarding the adding a custom tooltip component for System component lab page, and for this, Sudhanshu have given me some suggestions that I have implemented. That was implementing a markdown content into the tooltip. So let me show how I implemented this. So for tooltip, it can support basic HTML support, which we can put under the React fragment, and we can pass as an prop to the tool title. And second one, it supposes markdown support. So we can put a markdown content as in string, and we can pass through a prop to the title. Yeah, this is changes for custom tooltip. from my side. Any suggestion from anyone?
So with it, like you already had this up, but then there was some feedback and that you have incorporated them, right?
Yes.
I see CAF is unmuted, so hopefully you will have some feedback, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking into the PR actually. Just give me a minute. If anyone is there who wanted to share anything more.
Yes, I think there's another update from Vidit as well.
Yeah. So for this PR, for everyone's reference, this pull request is regarding the dynamic import of when we create a page to the assistant library. So we have to create a huge files and go through modification of 8 files and manually config that file. So for this PR, fix that issue or that repetitiveness. And this PR, what it does is it create pages after passing prop or a component into the array. So when we pass, there is a defined array where we can put a component, and this using a create page, it creates the pages for that file. So we does not have to manually create or import the components into the page section. So it is under progress, and I think I have asked Sudhanshu to review it. I have some issues, or how should I modify some part of the code. Uh, so for this, I have defined an array of components into the Gatsby nodes itself. So should I define outside the Gatsby node or leave it there only?
Can you once again come like what was the purpose of this change?
So the purpose of this change is that when we create a component or documentation for assistant project for any component, so we have to manually write 8 files like here.
Mhm.
So here we have to write we have to component for navigation, system navigation, and then we have to create a pages for that where we implement import these three code, guidance, and index to the pages. So this PR fixes that we have to not do a manual import of this page uh, sections into the page section. So this PR fixed that. So it
Yeah, so
improves.
Can you please let us know and how it actually fixes the code changes that you actually made over there just to fix that
So
one.
okay, so I have deleted or removed the files of the components, so such as button group, buttons, container, and I have modified that thing by into the Gatsby node itself, where it creates pages on the basis of the array I have provided. So
Okay.
it
Okay. The create
okay, so
component, right.
so that array is hard coded, right? Every time we
Yeah.
would be adding a new component, we will have to modify that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you by chance have a
So
contributing guide to this, like whatever changes you have done? It would be ideal for us to be first like having a guide, which we will introduce to contributors in the future. So whenever they are making changes, they will be considerate of having this in mind. So in this PR itself, I would request if you could add a guide on how like other contributors when in future they come, they can do this.
Yeah, sure. I can add a guide. So
You
yeah.
also can add that in contributing.md that we have. So if you take a look at contributing.md at the root of the repo, you will see there are a couple of instructions for various kind of things, how you can use theme and others. So there you could have a section where you, verify, I mean, where you add this particular section so that once if it's approved, it will be there too.
Yeah, sure.
Kev, please come again.
Yeah, Vidit, if you can move over to the previous PR that you made.
Custom tooltip. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So can you go through the guidance section of it?
Hmm.
Okay, are you in the guidance one?
Yeah.
Yeah, please scroll down. Yeah. It's all look good. Nothing to change into it. If you come, yeah, more down in the trigger one, you have given 3 example. Yeah, more down. Just add a little bit space over here. Like if you can see over there in the 3 buttons, and again the next section is coming, the accessibility. You can add a little bit space over there. One more thing is there. If you hover over to the styling, if you go little bit up in the styling section, yeah, in the styling section you have added a button in the styling one. If you hover to it, you can see the tooltip, and the tooltip text is actually kind of gray, not white. So it's actually like feels like it's not the part of it. You can just uh, change the color of that using just simple CSS. Although it looks perfect to me, I will look into the code changes that you made, and I will look into your PR and will let you know in the on that thread. So that would be fine.
Yeah,
Although it's
sure.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully it makes sense to you with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks a lot for your updates. We'll be waiting for 10 seconds if anyone else on the call has any thoughts. Yeah, so once again, thank you for your update with it, and thank you, Kav, for chiming in. Let's quickly move on to the next item, and that would be this one from me, and I'll be just quickly sharing this link in chat, and I'll be quickly showing what was the update. So basically, if you go to the layer5io/new, okay, yeah. So we have a couple of news coming every month, and so there are other categories like press release and others. So this PR basically did take care of this, that the icon that you're seeing right here. So if it's dark mode, this icon would be theme friendly. So that was missing, and this PR just basically did that. So it's a pretty quick update. So if you are interested, you can take a look at that. I've dropped that in chat. All right, then we have this call for volunteers, and that is this issue. So if you want to work on this site, that's a Gatsby site, uses React and some other tech. You can take a look at all the open issues that we have. And so if you feel like working on any, you just can comment and we can go ahead by assigning to you. So we have covered all the changes that were to be discussed on Layer5io. Next up, we'll be moving to documentation side for Mystery. So I'll be also dropping docs in chat. And these are basically call for volunteers. So first of all, we'll be taking a look at this item. And this one is an epic issue. So basically, if you were to go to Mystery docs and then specifically in guidance, in guide, and then if you go to tutorials, you see there are a couple of them on various models and various concepts like Kubernetes one. I am really glad that one of the first tutorials, and that was on Kubernetes pod with Mishri, was published by Sangram, who is also nominated as Mishri CI maintainer, and is also on the call and has been really very helpful. So a round of applause for Sangram. Thank you for joining this call too. Yeah, so this is a really great tutorial, and I myself recommend this to all the newcomers who join on Thursday. So if you have some basic familiarity with Kubernetes pod and general concepts, you can for sure take this lab. So it walks you from designing a pod from scratch to deploying it in Machine Playground. So let me drop this in chat. Yeah, so back to the topic. So these are the topics right now, the tutorials that right now that are out, but you can suggest any number of other tutorials. You see, a couple of them are already finished and some of them are being worked on. So it is asking for another topic. So if you have any in mind, that would be helpful for users of Mishri or new members to learn, Cloudnative with Mishri. You can go ahead by suggesting that. You can simply drop a comment into this issue. So I'll be going ahead by sharing this link in chat. I think I've already done it. Yeah, it's already there in the chat. Yeah, so that was one of the call for volunteers. Next up would be to publish Cloudnative apps to the catalog. So there are a couple of places where we have a public facing repository of Cloudnative apps and designs. So for example, if I one of them is mishri.io.catalog. So all these designs that you see, they are published by contributors and community members only. So if you want to take a look at more of these, I'll be dropping this link. You can for sure explore. So let's quickly go to this detailed page for this one. This that is AWS CloudFront controller, and as you can see, it was created by Bhuminjay, who was one of the contributors, and you also can go to his cloud profile, can see all the badges that he has earned and other designs published by him. Looks like there's this reference broken. There's this broken up, breaking of references. So we would need to be switching to another domain. I'll make sure that I fix that before the end of the day. So yeah, there he is, Bhuminjay. You can see all the designs, activity badges, and basically this is his cloud profile. If you don't have your cloud profile yet, you can grab one by simply going to this link that I'll be sharing in chat. So all the designs that you will be collaborating with your team members, or simply you will be creating yourself, you will be able to take a look at all of them in this system. So yeah, if this is something that you would want to contribute to, there are a couple of places from where you can grab either Helm chart or manifest files or Docker Compose files. Couple of them I have listed already. So you simply can navigate to this repository and can grab those files and can upload them in Mishri extension, that is Canvas. And so there are other guides on that topic too. But for now, I'll just be sharing this link. We can further discuss this in the thread. I'll be pointing you to the tutorials if this is something you're interested into. And on a similar note, like these are to create templates. So if you have by chance landed into Figma for the very first time, or if it's a new user, you see some of the they have some ready-made template that they give you to get started. And since we also are it's a visual designer tool, it would be good for us to have a get started template for different kind of purposes. And so these are a couple of items. If you want to work on these, you can you for sure can. You once again have to comment. You also can take inspiration from such merged changes. So 8 of them are closed, and you for sure can take a look at the contributions by others who did them. Not to forget that you also can take a look at the created template from other contributors and community members in Canvas. So once again, you'll have to log into that system. So for that, I'll be dropping the link in chat. There you go, in the chat box of Zoom. Looks like we covered everything on docs.mishri.io. We'll be quickly taking a look at these two items. So first of all, this one is about enhancing this some of the fields that were there, and that were basically for sorting and searching. So in dark mode, they were not friendly, but him had made sure that they are now. So it's already a merged change. I'll be once again sharing this in chat. And we should be able to see that in here too. So yeah, right here. So in the past, when this change was not merged, these were all white, and that definitely was not a very good UX experience in dark mode. So right now, like, it really looks good. So thanks to him. Then there's this change about adding models. So Mishri has various components, and one of them is like various concepts that one can get familiar with in order to use and understand the project better. And one of them is models. So we have like support for catalog in the site, but we are missing that same for models. Recently, there was a Contrib Fest on KubeCon NA where we also had one session on how you can contribute models to the Mishri. So in order to be displaying them in the site, so if you are in this area, you are contributing and creating some models from Mishri, how you can take a look at the created models from you simply can navigate to Mishri.io/models, and you can, take a look at any number of these models. So looks like for now there's just one. And if we see, we can take a look at some of the info on this model. So it is created by Aditya. It has a couple of 94 components and other you can see. You also can download just by clicking on this button. And if you want to take a look at the quick start, as in how you can contribute to the, by adding and creating new models, this would be the documentation page. So I'll be once again sharing. So yeah, so basically I simply can share this with you, this URL. You will find all of these components in one place. Yeah, so that was the second update from Tourist on Mishri.io. And it looks like that is all that we had for today. I don't think we have any other item to discuss. But yeah, if anyone on the call wants to discuss anything that is on site or UI UX, you can go ahead. If not, then we'll wrap up the call. Yep, but before that, I'll be quickly sharing about community calendar. So we have a couple of meetings weekly. So on Wednesday, and that is day after tomorrow, we would be having Mishri Dev call. That would start 1 hour later than this call. So I'll be going ahead and sharing that in chat. So if you want to be updated with all the meeting timings, you simply can subscribe to the calendar, and this way it will send you the updates. So yeah, do join the call if you're interested into grabbing some of the good first items or taking a look at other developers, how they are sharing their update. So this would be a call for you. Then also we have bi-weekly CNCF tag network and build and release call, and yep, weekly newcomers meeting. So if this is something that you are interested into attending, make sure you once again subscribe to the calendar. So with that, it looks like that is it all for today. I thank you all for joining this call and sharing your updates. If you are working on sites or UI UX, you simply can also share your updates next Monday. So we'll be sure to give you feedback. There are a couple of items that I'll be taking on priority, and that is making sure that all the changes that CAF and others have been working on, they are getting merged. Then also getting some of the assets to Nishant. So I'll be completing them. But till the next Monday, I'll I will say bye to you. We'll see you all till in the next Monday.
Mhm.